Hello everyone. Today I am going to represent about the what is a team performance issue and how to deal with the team performance issue. There are two kind of the communication we have the raised by the management and how to deal with this communication we have to teach in this slide. And I am also going to represent about at which point we have to talk about our feedback to our colleagues and how this presentation will affect on my communication later on. So let's start with the concerns raised by the management. So there are two issues raised by the management currently. There is a poor communication and the not being supportive from the our colleagues. So what is a poor communication? First, we have to know about the what is the communication. So communication is a medium where a group of a community, where group of people share their exchange of information or share their idea to achieve or set the objectives for the organization. But when we have a poor communication, then is led to the we cannot achieve the our shared goal, we cannot achieve our objectives, and there is a conflict in a resolution. It also it also reduces the motivation and then poor performance of the team performance. And there is a currently my management is going is facing a poor communication. Second is a being not supportive, because there are some colleagues, they are not supporting each other because of some people are coming from non-english background, so they are not supporting to that colleague, and that's why they feel who have like lots of not getting any support, then they make the stress and also the lack of a confidence. And because of the lack of a confidence, they are disappointed and they are not feeling too well to do the job in this organization. So there are the two concerns my management is facing right now. Second is what is the strategy to get the feedback from a work colleague? So how can we get the feedback from a work colleague? So we can get the in a three way, like the meetings, the brainstorming, and internet connection. So what is a meeting? Meeting is like a group of people work, group of people come together and they share their ideas, their opinion, and also solve the problems if there is a having in an organization. So they can solve by face-to-face meeting or like a group meeting or like one-on-one meeting. Second is a brainstorming. Brainstorming is like lots of the people coming together in the group and then everyone share their idea, not only one person sharing their idea and give to the open reach to the final decision, but there are the lots of people come together and they put their ideas and opinions in front of manager, and then we have to they suggest some of the controlling idea and they are assuming some of a solution. Third one is the internet connection. Internet connection is like the email or a Skype. Some people are very shy or some people are so busy in their work, so they can't make to attend the meetings. So for that kind of the people, they use the email for their representing their ideas and opinions. Then now second topic is how to provide the guidance and support to solve the difficulties, because support and guidance is very important to solve the difficulties in the organization. For that we have to understand we also have to be available all the time. If I am playing as a team leader in the working in a team, and if I am not available for my team member, so a team member cannot get the support from me and they not solve the difficulty problem. So being available and discuss our ideas and listen to their ideas is very important, and stick with them is a very important. They support the ideas to solve the difficulties. Second is a developing a skill. Developing a skill is like to giving the mentoring, coaching, or we have to give them training by workshop or by learning education, so they can understand the what is the skill is necessary to solve that kind of the problem is happening in the organization. Third one is a setting the standard. Setting the standard is like some in some organization, when we are going for an interview or when we have selected for that company, so they have some code of conduct to follow that one. So they are setting their standard that is we have to meet that objective before starting the training or before starting the job in the organization. So the third step is also important. Then fourth one is a congratulate the workers. When some people in organization, if they are having some having a good news or they're getting a promotion, so we have to give them flowers or cards to improve their motivation and confidence. Finally is a constructive feedback. So constructive feedback is very important. We know that the what is a constructive feedback. Constructive feedback is like the sandwich method. When we are giving a positive feedback, then negative, then positive, so it can improve their practice, it can improve their team performance by getting a positive and negative feedback. Then also give them a practical advice and use the performance review. Then next step is a what at which point we have to ask a work colleague for a feedback, because feedback is a very necessary when we are doing some work or some important project. So we have to make sure that yes we are, yes whatever we work doing is like good, or we getting the positive outcome for this result. So there are some steps to at a point that we have to ask our colleague for a feedback. So first one is the annual review. Annual review is like a formal process when we can ask a team leader for our progress yearly or weekly or fortnightly, where we have to where we can understand our weakness and strength of the or of the project. The second one is a guidance. Guidance is like if we are struggling in some doing the task, when we need help and we are not sure that we are right or wrong, at that kind of the position we can ask for a feedback from our colleague. Then third one is a clear expectation. When the manager or team leader give the work and other people, what the other people thinking about our job, then it's time for the clear expectation. That kind of the feedback is used. Then final topic is how my communication can be changed after this presentation. So I will be make sure that I make the honest and open communication with my work colleagues. Then also make sure that the two-way communication when I'm doing the communication with my colleagues, not only listening their voice but also responding their problem or issue as well. Then I'm going to use a networking tool. Then a networking tool is for whom that who is come from a non-English speaking background, so they can understand and they can share their ideas. So I'm going to use a networking tool as well after communication. Then I'm trying to use the clear and concise words that everyone can understand when I'm going to communicate with my work colleague. That's it. Thank you very much for listening me, and this is my referencing.